Everybody in the galaxy, welcome back to planet Earth. It's Tape Tuesday down here on this beautiful planet of ours. How we doing? I'm doing great. I'm gonna play you a song. This one is In the Purple Orb by yours truly. It's on my album Vegas Starshine. Check it out. Ooh, let's get cosmic. A little bit cosmic today. Maybe a lot. It's Tape Tuesday. Got the Tascam 414. It's my favorite tape machine. We got the last of our backup tape loops. Oh, yeah. We got Gonzin in the chat. Welcome back, Gonzin. Show us some love in the chat. I see y'all watching. I see you watching. Welcome back to Tape Tuesday. Right. Uh-oh. Who's that? We got the Freaky Teddy stopped by with a package. We're gonna have to open up that package. Can you guess what it could be? Let's get to it. Looks like the freaky stole my other pair of shades. I'll take that package from you, freaky. We got the freaky teddy. That is one freaky teddy. Sure is cute though. Right, Teddy? I think this is from the... When were you born? It's probably the 30s or the 40s. It's probably the oldest piece of vintage gear I got in this studio is this freaky teddy right here. I gotta keep him around. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Okay, what did the freaky bring us? Let's open this up. A little bit of mail. A little tiny package. Let's see. Well, since it's Tape Tuesday, you know it's got to be something related to magnetic tape. Now, if only I could get Freaky Teddy to open the packages for me. You're slacking, Teddy. Check this out, you guys. Whoa. I like that. I like that a lot. Whatever could it be? Well, this is a micro cassette recorder. Good old dictaphone. Yeah, and it kind of looks like a phone. Let's call me if you can. Who's on the television? Ah, it's my computer man. So I've never. Well, yeah, this is brand new for me, and it's hefty. It's got some weight to it. Yeah, that's great. Kind of funny. I ordered this thing, and the guy didn't ship it, so the website I ordered it on canceled it, and I said, "Hey, what's wrong? Did you lose it? Do you not have it?" I said, "Oh, I lost my phone, lost my passwords. If you buy it again, I'll send it to you." I got a pretty good deal on this, and there was no picture of the battery compartment, so I'm taking my first look at that, and indeed, it looks clean. It looks nice and clean in there. Let's put some batteries in this thing. For size comparison, look at this one we used last week. That's a little Sony there. We did our Hey Pizza tape loop on that. Hey Pizza. So we'll test this out really quick with the Hey Pizza micro cassette tape loop that we made a couple weeks ago. Just got to get some of my couple pale blues. Get some pale blue rechargeable batteries up into here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm very, very happy to see this machine. It's got some weight to it, and I had to wait for it. It does have that old 80s foam, which isn't falling apart. A lot of times this foam that they put in the battery covers degrades and gets all gross. But this is in pretty good shape. The guy said that it worked perfectly. It does need a little bit of a cleanup. There's some goop on there. Wow, this is serious. Okay, here we go. We got fast forward. Let's get acquainted with this. We got the pause and stop button. Play and rewind. Where's the eject button? That's what I'm looking for. The record button, that's kind of strange. Look at that. It's just a little strange one on the side there. Where's the eject? I guess you just, well, it's got these little rubber jobbers there. We got Gonzin in the chat saying, stream on the big TV now. Hey, how big am I? I'm taking over your whole house. Good news. It's good to hear. Check it out. So that's how we eject it. Ooh, it's a Sanyo. And I couldn't find any other ones out there. That's the freaky thing about tape machines. You find one that looks really cool like this, and you won't be able to find any other ones. So hopefully it works, because there's not going to be any replacement parts. Grab our tiny micro cassette tape loop here. Let's pop it in. See which direction it goes. All right, so here it is. That's going to be cool. And if I'm correct, it has an earphone plug and a mic plug. So we will be able to plug a synthesizer straight into it. I hope. It's probably mono. Anyways, let's see if it works. This is time. Still don't know where the play button is. It's on the top. Let's see. And it's nothing. Well, we got a nice red light there. I think that sometimes these, I don't know, man. I'm feeling kind of weird about the micro cassette tape loops. The guy told me it worked perfectly. It's not spinning at all. Oh, come on, guy. Yeah, it's not rotating. Oh my gosh. Well, it wouldn't be an Electric Archaic show without an Archaic synthesizer or electronics issue. I'll have to have a look at that later, I guess. What the heck? That's pretty sad. I have another tape over here, and maybe it'll be happier with that. I have no idea what's on it. It's probably blank. Let's pop that in here. That's how it goes with vintage gear. You never know if it's gonna go. Come on, baby. It's not moving. Dang it! What the heck? Another paperweight. Oh, great. It's just what I need. We got Hen in the chat. Welcome back, Hen. How you doing? That's a massive bummer, Hen, if you're just joining us. We unboxed this really, really sexy dictaphone, but it's not rolling. Maybe, oh, is there a pause mode? Well, it's a stop and a pause button. There's a speed mode, 2.4. Let's see if it's not rolling. That really bums me out. Dang it. Well, I guess I'm going to have to open it up and see if the belts have turned to goo. Ew. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, that was always fun. Thanks, Freaky Teddy. At least Freaky Teddy doesn't have any debugging that needs to happen, but Freaky Teddy sure seems to bring me a lot of gear that needs fixing. Come on, can't you screen that stuff, my friend? Jeez. This is cool, though. When you press the play button, can you see this? The record button goes, pops right out. It's like whack-a-mole. One in, one out. It's too bad. I like this machine a lot. It's got, it feels like something from the space age back in the 70s. I'll have to open this up and have a nice look at it, I guess. It's probably the belt. It's usually the belt. Let me see if I can play it and see if the roller, there's no movement. And then oh, that's a bummer. Okay, well, whatever. Let's move on. I do have a tape machine that does work, and it's my favorite tape machine. It's the Tascam. Let's put a fresh tape loop in here. This will be fun. Let's listen for the splice. You know the drill. What you're hearing in the background right now is Electrified Rain. It's one of my longer format soundscapes. It's got a bunch of tape loop in. I'm not hearing any splice, but oh, there we go. There we go. All right. a bummer. It's okay though. There's plenty of space in my studio for small little tape machines that look cute. I showed you a few, actually a lot of episodes back, my Walkman WM10. That's the really, really nice one that has aluminum on it that collapses and is the size of a cassette tape case. And that one also is not working. So maybe these two can get together and make a small micro cassette baby that does work. One can dream, right? Okay. So the synthesizer for today, we're gonna find out if this one works too. Check it out. I got I picked this up in, I think it was 2008. Oh wow, I've been making music for quite a long time. Yeah, this is an Alesis Micron. Not sure if any of you are familiar with it, but it's kind of got that early 2000s bright red side panel thing going on, and it's a analog modeling synth. It's cute. There must have been some confusion back then. Let's make it digital, but let's say that it's analog modeling, as opposed to my Videonics digital video mixer, which is mixing analog video. It's a mishmash of analog and digital. Okay, so this has been quite the synth here. It's just been hanging out in the Star Lounge, hanging out up there. It's kind of, I have it like a skyscraper on top of one of my pieces of furniture in the studio. Anyways, let's give it some power. Let's make it a power. See if it turns on. This is a menu diver, that's for sure. I don't have a whole lot of room, but look at that. And then you get your clear pitch bend wheel that kind of lights up the more you bend it. That's pretty cool. We got Gonzin in the chat asking, does it fast forward? This synth, I don't think the synth fast forwards. And yeah, I know you're talking about this. It doesn't do anything. The belt, it lights up. Hopefully we can do better with this synth here. So I'm gonna get, I'm doing my thing where I got my Freaky Teddy and my synthesizer baby here. Yeah, this is my brainchild. It's music. Okay, I'm already losing it. That's too early. We gotta be serious, right? Grab one of these 1/4-inch cables. Plug it in. Stop the tape machine. I think we've established that loop does have a tasty splice. So this is a stereo synthesizer, but I'm only gonna plug in one channel at a time. So hopefully you're not missing out too much. I can plug in two if we want to, but I just want to keep it a little bit different. You know, we've used some Korg Volcas because they're nice and small. They fit right here on the desk. This is medium size. It's still not going to fit though. I've got too many video mixers. Let's get this plugged into the Tascam. We're going to try to make some magic today. We got episode 12. That's a really magical number. Okay. So I'm going to do my synthesizer yoga here. I put the synth on my lap, and I do the balancing act. Whoa, boy. Yeah, at least it's not my 303. Don't do balancing acts with the very rare ones. Let's get a level on this machine. Hopefully it works. I haven't played it for years. But considering that it is digital, I feel like it should work. Here we go. Let's see. We got a late night comp. That's the patch here. We got it. Now let's scan through here a little bit. Maybe I will try to put it up on the table so you can see the patches, but it's gonna be hanging off the side. I don't know. Let's see. Oh boy. You have enough space for this? I need more space. That's crazy. All right, here we go. Let's go sideways with it, I guess. That gives you the idea. It's kind of a cool sound right there. It's got a little bit of noise to it. I like that already. Maybe we should fire right into our tape loop. So it's got these two things here. I'll flip it over so you can see. I want to give you a nice view of this if I can. All right, on this side, it's got these, I guess, faders. So this one, I imagine, is doing some, I don't know if that's resonance or, seems like a mix between the noise and the bass. It's kind of a weird resonance or filter thing. Okay. Let me turn off this electrified rain in the background, and we'll get to making some magical sounds. Yeah. And I have some echo, I think, on the track in Ableton here. That's right, a little bit of echo and reverb. It's not the synth doing that. Although the synth does have, it's a beast. It's got a lot of stuff in there. I'm thinking about wondering if this patch is polyphonic. Kind of sounds like it is. It's got quite the modulation going on there. Okay, we got a healthy level on the Tascam. I think I'm just going to fire in with some octave right there, make ourselves a drone on track 1. Let's listen for the splice. Okay, we got that splice. Oh, we're a little bit. Let's speed it way up. It's always seems to be better to go low with the pitch after you've recorded it. So you record it high, and then you can make it kind of lo-fi. And now this is the tough part. It's trying to figure out, if you can, what the BPM is. That's why it's usually easiest to start with just a drone. And then the drone kind of helps you if you want to put a beat on there later. Let's try this out real quick. Try to hit it, well, now. Got some sound on sound there. Sound on sound, yeah, it just means that the tape loop came across, or did one orbit, and then you're recording on the sound. So sound on sound, it makes sense, right? Let's hear that track. Let's hear how that turned out. Hopefully the synthesizer is going to be kind of a fun, interesting change. Something that you don't see every day. At least this Micron. The splice is pretty heavy on that, but I think we got all the tracks running. It's not bad. We've got a little bit of that analog tape crunch happening. I can't trying to figure out what the tempo would be on that. Maybe we should sound on sound something else onto that track. Yeah, let's try to. Well, we might have to do that on a separate track because I can't hear it. Switch over. Track 2. Set it up, put it into mic line mode. We flipped over the input and put it onto track 2. There we go. I'm digging this. I'm digging it already. Let's see how that one turned out. I'll give you a little bit of a pan there. See, that sound on sound came through. Changed my melody a little. I like that. What do we think of that? It's not an exact. I don't think it's an exact interval. I don't know what to call it. There's a bit of a pause, which gives it kind of a groove there. That's great. I like that. I like it a lot. Setup for track 3 here. Maybe I can find I know this has, well, it's got a drum machine. This thing packs a serious digital punch. There's a drum machine patch. You can run drums with synth simultaneously. Kind of a cool thing. It's been a nice welcome surprise. Something a little bit different here. I'm just setting up this Tascam for track 3. Got our level. Let's scroll through these patches a little bit on this micron. Maybe I can find a kind of a drum would be fun. That's a great sound. Sounded like a Moog. Also a great sound. That's cool. That's called Out of Style. That's funny. That's great. I'm probably gonna have to start using this synthesizer a lot more to make sample banks and whatnot. Is that the analog modeling? It sounds like it's going out of tune with itself. Ooh, boy. Jeez, they're really modeling the analog there. That's a nice one. I'm looking for some drum hits, though. You got Gonzin in the chat saying the pulsing LED looks cool as well. It's a tap tempo. Maybe that's... Or is it? Yeah, there we go. I think it needs 4. What was that? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh man, maybe it's going way too slow for its liking. Anyways, yeah, it's one of those digital things. Well, all the menu diving and all that, you can get in there and program. It'll show you a little step sequencer and an arpeggiator. It's a bit much. I'm not a huge menu diver. That's why I like the TB303. It's just all right there. Oh, yeah. Very good. There we go. And now we're... Is it analog modeling or is it just FM synthesis? That might be cool. Let's hear our tape loop really quick here. See if that might be... Yeah, well, not sure about that. Because we've done a lot of tape loop stuff with the Volca FM, and that sounds quite a lot like a DX7 to me. It sounds cool, but that's fun. Ooh, I like that. We got Master Tiger in the chat. Don't ever apologize for being late. You're here and that's all that counts. Plus, time doesn't exist, right? Didn't we talk about that on a previous time? Time doesn't exist. Only music exists. That's cool. This if you're we got the infamous one. How we doing? Good to see y'all back here. For those of you just joining us in, we got the Alesis Micron here. It's an analog modeling synthesizer. That just means it's digital. But we're trying to find some drum sounds, and we're getting distracted with some of these weird bass sounds. I don't know, maybe we should record that straight away. We can swap tapes out. We don't have to finish that tape. We can just make a new one with that. I like that. Let's remember, that's called S-Bahn Jelly. Got our tape going here. We got a couple tracks already. Yeah, that's definitely a different vibe. I don't know, maybe we should switch tapes. Let's do it. Let's switch it out. We'll come back to this one. We were looking for some drums for that tape, but we got distracted with that funky patch. Let's make something funky here really quick. I'll keep it on track 3. It doesn't really matter, right? We're listening for the splice. Right on. So, okay. However will I do this? You got to put down a drone, and then the drone helps you figure out what the tempo is. But yeah, and then what was it? It was Gonzan saying something earlier in the chat about the BPM, how to figure it out. Oh, where did that chat go? Okay, was thinking. This is Gonzan in the chat saying. Was thinking about the tape speed divided by length versus BPM. Most be able to work that one. Yeah, I think sometimes I just do a tap tempo on my phone, and that'll tell me the BPM, give or take. And then if you have a drum machine, see, the problem is I don't have anything that needs a BPM. I'm just going to be playing this by hand. On the Micron here. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just do a little bit of a one-hit wonder right there. Ooh, I like that. Let's go for that. Okay, I'm listening for that splice. I'll hit record and just fire right in. All right, let's hear how that one turned out. And maybe it can help us with the... Oh, that's great. You always have one idea with the tape loops, and then you try to put that down, and it turns into something cyberpunk. It always sounds like some kind of strange, droning machine out there in the distance. We got some nice crunch on that track, too. Ooh, that's good. I do enjoy that one. Maybe, okay, so instead of playing the notes like I wanted to on the synth, maybe I'll just record those notes like I did here, long all the way on the loop on different tracks, and then you go wow, 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 wow. I'm going to set up for track number 4. And we'll get that other note going. Can't hear it. Why can't I hear it? Oh, yeah. Good. So what was I doing? I was doing... That's cool. I like that. I feel like I should flip that around and show you what I'm doing here. This is so silly. I really need more room, but until then, I'm just gonna... I'd like to bring out the Oberheim OB6 again, but I can't keep flipping that thing around. That thing's way too big and heavy. All right, so what I'm doing is... Oh, it's this one here. This is weird faders. All right. It always seems like track 4 is the noisy one on the Tascam here. I'm not sure if you can hear that. Y'all have let me know that you can't hear the noise that I'm hearing, which is good, but it makes me wonder if YouTube's doing some kind of noise cancellation. I gotta figure that out at some point. Anyways, let's get back to business here. I got track 4. And I can hear something. There's something magical in there. This is going to be fun. All right, so... So that has a bit of an LFO going on. So we'll want to make sure we get it in a bit of the higher part of that LFO, I think. There's some noise happening. It sounds like... Wah, wah, wah. Are they drilling in the street again? I think it's just the tape machine. It's a silly machine. Sometimes if I put a toothpick in it, it chills out a little bit. Very weird sound. Anyways, it sounds to me like it's going... Wah, 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 wah. I'm not sure if you can hear that. Not sure if I care either. I care enough to tell you, though. Okay, let's get back to business. I just recorded that piece right there. That's a weird sound. It might be... I've noticed that this Tascam will scare me and freak me out a little bit, and considering that it is track 4 that's doing that noise, track 4 is closest to... I got a DJ mixer right here that I'm running the Tascam through, so it's probably picking up some noise from the power supply. So if I just move it and it doesn't get better, then you know it's not the mixer. I've had that happen before though, where I plug it in next to something and it's just a bit noisy. Hopefully that didn't come through on the track. Let's give it a shot. It didn't come through on the track, so we're good. Only problem is I hit the same note on that track. I'm not sure which one sounds better. Let's hear them both at the same time. We got Master Tiger saying the noise is very faint. If anything, it got a little louder. Yeah, it's a tape machine. There was one day where we had the Dolby on, and that was really loud. Or no, it was not loud at all. There's some random buttons here. If we put the Dolby on, it should kill a whole bunch of vibes. That's Dolby, and it just kind of sucks out the high end. And then there's a sync mode, which I'm not sure what that does. Sync mode actually gives you the high end back, but kills some of that noise. And there's a zero return, which I think is just if you have that on, when your numbers are at zero, it'll rewind you back to that. Okay, let's set up for track 2. We're going in a strange order here, but that's okay. There's too much order in this world anyway. Track 2. Set it up. There's that noise again. I wonder if well, I don't really care. It doesn't sound like it's coming through on the tape to me. So that's all that really matters. Which note did we get? Sounds like we got the high note. Oh, I thought we had the low note first. Okay. It's a strange noise. It is kind of bugging me, but I can't be too bothered with it. It's bothering me. Okay. Just did a little bit of a... We'll see how that one turns out. You never know. The tempos are just so strange on tape loops. Let's give it a shot. Ooh, that level's kind of weak. I might have to redo that one. We'll just sound on sound right on top of it. I've been known to do that before. All right. Back into mic line mode. Whoa. Very noisy today. Jeez, what the heck? Makes me wonder if it's the... I don't know. When you have VHS cameras sitting next to DJ mixers, it's kind of weird. That's very noisy. I better not mess around with it. I wonder if it's the micron. Could it be the micron? We're going to lose our patch. It's the micron. That is a noisy synth. Oh, boy. Wow. What is it doing? Creating an electromagnetic spheroidal field? It was unusual. That's why it was bothering me so much. Usually we don't have that much freakiness. That's not good. That's not the good kind. Where's Teddy? I see you, Teddy. Freaky Teddy. Let's do a little... Teddy! Okay, so interesting. I guess. I just wonder if the sound is gonna compound onto itself. I can't really hear it on the tape at all, so that's good. All right, very strange. Let's flip the micron back on. We want those sounds from it, just not the noisy. And now it's not making any sound, so that's very strange. Oh yeah, because I didn't have the track enabled. That's a lot of sound on sound I did there. I recorded that. That's a cool sound. I should make a tape loop of that someday. Those are hover cars from the future. That's a crunch master right there because of all the sound on sound. And it still sounds really weak. I don't know why that level is so weak. Yeah, that... Why is that so weak? I thought I blasted it. Sometimes the sound on sound can just get messy, I think. So we'll do that little trick again. I hate to do it, but we should do it. I have some Scotch tape covering the electromagnet erase head. And if we set it for record, turn all the levels off, put it in on track 2, and just give it a couple of orbits there. I need some elevator music for this. Chicka chicka cha wow. Chicka pow pow. That was plenty of orbits. Now that track should be nice and clean, I think, but it is a tape loop, so there'll probably be a splice. Let's listen for the splice. Ooh, that got nice and scrub-a-dub-dubbed. Okay, we got to get our tape back on our electromagnet. The reason why I don't like this is because it tears me away from the microphone. I'm back. Okay, so which tape was it? I forgot which tape it was. It's probably this one. Let's see. Yeah, that's the one. All right. So let's get our track ready again. And remember, that's the... We have the high note here. We're going for the low note now. And that level is healthy. Oh, you can't see it. Look at that level. So if it doesn't come through, I don't know what to do. Gosh, there's so many high-pitched squealing noises there. And if your dog is freaking out, that's probably why this synth is doing some. It's like Master Tiger. Ow! Master Tiger, I talked a lot about tigers before you ever came on the scene, but you're now you're the resident tiger, I admit. Okay, let's get to business. We got to get this low. I like it when it does that. Try to do that here. Ooh, I think I pulled off a really good take. Let's hear it. Oh, what's going on, man? Kind of sounds like that one track's on the fritz or something. Dang it. Look at that, how weak the level is compared... What? I wonder if this needs a little bit of scrub-a-dub-dub. Sometimes these faders can get a little bit old. I don't remember. I can hear when I take my headphones off, the tape machine is making real crunchy sounds here. It's a strange one. I said we were going to make some magic today. I didn't think we were going to make some confusion. I can't explain that kind of magic. That's too bad, though, about that track or that channel. I don't know why. Maybe I got to give it the good old in and out here. Not sure why it would be so weak. That's bumming me out, though. Because I did do a good take on that. Anyways, well, maybe... Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, my friends. Let's move forward. Or in this case, backwards to track 1. When you find yourself on track 1. Okay. Well, we're just going to have to record that low note again, I guess. Now that sounds very healthy indeed, that level. I'll try that same trick again here. All right. Interesting. It's been kind of an interesting day. You never know what you're going to get when you tune in to Electric Archaic's Tape Tuesday. But you know you're going to get something. That's for sure. Let's hear that track. Let's hear it by itself. Center it up. Yeah, see. Okay, now I'm worried about my preamp on track 2. That sounds pretty great. I like that little whoop whoop. That track 2 though, gosh, listen to that. Did I do something? I have it in sync mode, gosh, on and off. What the heck, man? Whoa, we got our mojo back. I thought... Man, when I was listening to the silly sync mode, it didn't sound like it made a difference on track 3 or 4, and then, sure enough, it was making a difference. Yeah, we got our full power back. It's still a little weak for some reason. I don't know, but I can hear it. We got Dolphin Marlane in the chat saying, sounding good, mojo. Thank you, Dolphin. We got Kenneth in the chat. What do you got for us, Kenneth? Quote of the day? Let's hear it. Ever found your... Is this a quote of the day or just a question? Kenneth usually gives us our quote of the day. Kenneth is saying in the chat, ever found yourself lost in the bass and a beat so addictive it could be bottled and sold as a feel-good serum? Well, are you talking about these sounds here? Let's bottle up these sounds and sell them as a serum. But they're not made from serum. It's no VSTs. I mean, I'll use VSTs sometimes, but I've really gotten away from using VSTs. And for those of you who don't know, serum is one of the... I think it's the main master VST of this day and age. It used to be massive, but that was a bit back during those dubstep years. We won't talk too much about that, but I'm just kidding. No, I got way into dubstep back in 2007, 2008, right around the time I bought this Alesis Micron. Go figure, I bought a synth so I could make music. Probably wanted to make dubstep, and there's no... You kind of need massive to make dubstep. Anyways, yes, Kenneth. To answer your question, yes, I have found myself in the bass and in the beat so addictive that it could be bottled and sold as a serum. Where's my favorite tape loop? Sometimes I play that for you. That one, that's the one that comes to mind. Maybe I'll pop that out here. Oh, yeah. At this point, I have so many tapes that I don't even know if I can find that favorite tape loop. These are all the tapes we've made on Tape Tuesday, tape loops. Well, some of them. I got Electrified Rain in there, but we've come a long way, and I think we've done a lot of fun stuff. I can't find that favorite tape loop. I got the Black Sheep one. That's definitely not my favorite tape loop, but if you guys want to hear it, I'll play it. Let's take a random one. Let's grab Tape Tuesday episode 4. That's a tiny tape loop. There you can see it doesn't do the tank tread style. That's the style I usually like to do. Where's that? Oh, I found it. There it is. My favorite tape loop. I'll pull that one out in a second. Let's switch up the vibe a little bit. Let's play you a little bit of Tape Tuesday episode 4. I'm gonna try to put it in backwards. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Ooh. That was a noisy one. Definitely had healthy levels on that. That's episode 4. Say, that might have been the one where we recorded the tape loop from Electrified Rain, from the tape. I put it in another tape machine or maybe it was from another tape loop, actually. I don't know. That's the cool thing about making tape loops and doing the flip-flop. Yeah, that's very cool. Hopefully I gotta get my episode number 2 of Ease going here. I tried to do that last week. I just had too many things going on. But it's gonna happen. Ooh, you're gonna give me a subscribe so you don't miss that. And there should be a link in the description to Ease episode 1. I'm gonna check that out after the show. It's kind of a cyberpunk soundscape, future, utopian, dystopian, whatever, topian soundscape. That's a cool one. That's Tape Tuesday episode 4. All right, let's hear our Micron tape loop. Now we got the pitch control all the way down now. That was our plan, is to make it kind of lo-fi. Ooh. I don't know. Sometimes these sounds, they just... we got to do story time. Okay, let's figure out where this sound is coming from. The way it makes me feel... Sometimes I see... Okay, I see mining operations on exoplanets. And we're talking about exoplanets way out there on orbiting other stars. So this kind of to me sounds like a mining operation on an exoplanet. And maybe we're getting the radio signals from it, or someone has fashioned a telescope to hear the radio signals from the terraforming. Oh, it's a terraforming operation. That's even better than mining. We found a dead planet, and we're bringing life to it. And we're going to now activate phase 2. We got phase 2. Amplifying phase 2 of the terraforming operation. We need a name for this planet. All the names I give to planets, I used to make planets in this old 3D program called Bryce, and I've got to get some kind of old Windows machine running that program again because it's so cool. I used to make a lot of, back in the days on the old like techno records and drum and bass records, you'd see these 3D pictures on the album art, and a lot of them were made with Bryce 3D. I should do a whole show dedicated to Bryce 3D. Anyways, okay, we got Master Tiger in the chat with a really good name. So that's what I was talking about is naming planets. I've noticed that in Star Trek they're very good at naming planets, and kind of looks like Master Tiger is good at naming planets as well. We got LV-462. It's a number. It's not fully terraformed yet, so it's just still a number. And I imagine with a number like that, you can imagine there's about 40 terraformation projects happening in that local stellar group. But we're tuned in to LV-426. I think I might grab the tape and name that tape LV-426. For ya, Master. Yeah, that's great. I like that. That's gonna be winner. Tiger dinner. Wait, we're not eating tigers. The tigers are eating. That's going to be LV-426. Well, look what you've done, Master. Now you're sparking a whole series of planets that need terraforming. LV, I'm not sure what that stands for, but probably something like Living Vega number 426. I got a lot of stories in my head. I'll have to put together some shows doing story time. LV. Does it have a dash? You didn't put a dash, so I won't do it. LV-426. And that'll be, I'll put down here at the bottom, little TT12. That's for Tape Tuesday 12. We got LV-426. Let's hear it one more time before we leave that planetary system for another. Oh, the crunch, man. We do it for the crunch. That's the magic of the cassette tape loop, I think. Yeah. Fantastic. We got Master Tiger saying that planet is from Alien. Okay. Did they terraform that planet, or was that the planet? What were they doing on that planet? Let us know in the chat. Okay. Let's hop in the Nostromo. I don't know how you pronounce the spaceship that they were using, but Nostromo. Sometimes I just like to pronounce things the way I want them to sound. Like Vangelis. For most of my life, I was imagining you'd pronounce his name Vangelis. Welcome to the synthesized world of Vangelis. I think it's Vangelis, but I could be wrong on that too. I've been wrong before. Oh no. Let's get back. I thought that we had... Okay, now that's just a blank tape there. I thought it was this one, but this was the one we had started, and then we... we pulled out another tape loop so we could make that funky thing, and then it just ended up being a planet LV-426. Did we do that earlier? Oh, it's the pitch down. That's sounds like a completely different tape when it's pitched down. We got Gonzin in the chat saying mining, I think, and he's referring to what they were doing on planet LV-426. Not sure what they're doing on this planet, but this might be the monkey planet. Where's Hen? We gotta pull out the monkey tape loop we made for Hen. I don't know why that sounds like monkey business to me, but it kind of does. Okay. So let's speed this tape back up. And that's going to be one of those weird tempo things that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. That's a 6 beat. We've done a 5 beat before. That was very strange. We got Kenneth in the chat with some fun facts about cassette tapes. Let's check this out. What are you saying, Kenneth? The original purpose of the compact cassette tape was for dictation. Hey! Dictation! I'm still bummed out that this machine doesn't work. Anyways, Kenneth is telling us the original purpose of the compact cassette. This is a compact cassette, for those of you who don't know. These dictaphones, they use micro cassette. And I lost my micro cassettes. They're over there. Whatever. But they're a lot smaller than the compact cassette. And these are meant only for dictation because the frequency response is kind of rubbish on the micro cassette, but it does make for a lot of nice crunch, which we love. And the tape runs a lot slower too, so you can pick up the voice. Anyways, gosh, I'm digressing. Okay, so Kenneth is telling us about tape was for dictation. The compact cassette, it was not for music. Over the cassette's lifespan from 1963 to 1988, more than 3 billion tapes were sold. Whoa! That's a lot of tape. And then we got Gonzin saying, Kenneth, tape is still alive. It is still alive. They don't make it the same way they used to, though. Particularly the high bias tapes. I got a stack of high bias tapes. I got a stockpile. But you can get... it's still alive, yeah. But it's not alive like it used to be. We're trying to bring it back here. We're making a cassette comeback, as they say. Okay, how do we like this tape loop, you guys? It's got 6 beats to it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's cool. We can get on with that. All right, let's continue where we left off with this one. We're fishing for some drum samples. Let's plug the Micron back in on track 3. Let's get it going. So, how's our Micron? Our noisy Micron. No noise now. So that's very strange. Maybe it's when it's playing. All right, so trying to wrap my brain around that a little bit. Let's go into half and half mode. So I think let's find some drums. That's what we need, the drums. Cool synth. Ooh, we got a 303. It's a Monosynth Tuesday again for all the you clones out there. All you emulators. this. It's pretty good. What do they call it? CQ? That's a weird name. A little hot, maybe. Ooh, sine drops. I like that. That'll go good for our underwater ease show. Clipping a little. I'm going to turn this level down just a tiny bit. Oh, I think I'm going to have to flip the synth again to show you. Or you can just trust me. There's a button on here that I think talks about drums. We're in comp, whatever that means. Composing, stereo, latch, octave. We got our, here's the programs. Rhythms. Ooh. Laser beams. Okay. Oh, this one's called Bjork. No, it's called Blork. Bjork. Blurk. Oh, gosh. I think it does sound like one of those Bjork songs. Ooh. This is a preset drum pattern. That sounds really good going through the Tascam. If we can figure out that BPM, maybe we can just crunch that down on here. Let's see. I'll get my tap tempo out. Let's see if we can figure out what this. Yeah, I can tap that. Oh, the things I say. I don't mean half of the things. Or do I? Okay, let's tap it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. It's registering 132, and I like that BPM. That's what we do on Monosynth Monday. Okay, so it has a tap tempo on the micron here. Maybe I should just tap it in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's try it out. I think that's gonna work. I think it's gonna work very well. We're on track 3. Let's just saturate the bejesus out of it. That's maybe a bit too much saturation. We still want to be able to hear things when we want to blast a hole open. Oh, that's going to be nice. Still seems way too loud, though. We got Gonzin in the chat saying, get it on there. Okay, hold your horses, Gonzin. All right, I got it on there. If you didn't guess, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Oh, I hope it worked out. It sure sounds completely different than... Sounds good, though. I like that. That's that tape saturation. It kind of folds it in. That's that futuristic music. I always talk about that in my cyberpunk soundscapes. How you get these futuristic hover cars and they're in the distance and they got robotic freaky teddies DJing the tapes. Yeah, those robotic freaky DJs. That's kind of weird how it goes. Maybe we'll put a different drum beat on the last track of that one. Ooh. We do it for the crunch, of course. Six beats. Or I guess it's like a 3/4 2 times. Okay, that's great. Fantastic. Fantastape. Let's figure out what we're going to do on this track 4. That's the thing about this. It doesn't, when you're on the rhythm, it doesn't really change the pitch at all, does it? That's a very nice drum. I'm really happy I pulled out the Alesis Micron. Now you're getting a little bit of this crunch. It's not, you're not getting the naked digital signal. When you go through a Tascam, you're going through that analog preamp, and it does add it. You can kind of saturate the preamp, and then you can saturate the tape. So that's why sometimes you just get more and more crunch the louder you do it. I've heard some people they'd like to take it easy and they don't saturate the tape, but it's free distortion, man, and it's analog. We got Kiara in the chat. How you doing, babes? Welcome back. Okay, so we're trying to sync up for you, Kiara. You're just joining us. We got the Alesis Micron out. You know, this old one I picked up in, it's a synthesizer I got off eBay in like 2008. And so it's got all sorts of drum machine sounds, and we're trying to find a nice one to go with this one on track 3 here. Yeah, maybe like more of a hi-hat one would be good, but we got it synced up. We're running like a 132 BPM at this current speed, and we'll slow it down once we get it on there. So yeah, I'll keep the other beat going, I think. And we're gonna look for some kind of a hi-hat on the Alesis. Oh, I can't hear it. Let's. Ooh. Maybe I should just go for it. Gonzin would say get it on there. I'm going for it, Gonzin. Did it. Let's flip it into tape mode and safe mode. I feel like we kind of lost some of that hefty bass that was hitting there. It's okay because we have plenty of bass on this track right here. Coming right up. That's what I'm talking about. Gonzin's calling that angry seagulls. I hear it. They're dive bombing you. They're looking for your chips. We're talking about 303 microchips. But that is this hefty track. Whoa. I'll have to play that one a little bit lower than the others until we drop the boom. Totally different vibe. Yeah. Talking to you. That's something else. I like that tape. I like that tape a lot. All right. We got a handful. Well, we got 3 more tapes. Let's see what we can do. See how many we can burn through. That's a cool one. We should label that one. Angry Seagulls. Okay. Well, right. So is it safe to... No, it's not safe to assume that if you put the Tascam up on high pitch here, that a normal tape loop would run at 132 BPM. It might be close, but there's going to be some variation in that. And then, I don't know. Don't guess. Just listen for the splice. You got to get it right. Okay, let's keep it on track 4. We're in track 4. Let's... Well, the reason why we were successful with that is because we put a bit of a drone on one of the tracks first, and then we did the tap tempo and got our BPM all figured out. So with the Micron, let's flip back into this patterns mode, programs mode. I guess set the tape up for record here. There we go. Where was our silly 303 sample that we had? I lost it. That one's called Strawberry, though. Would go nice with a blueberry muffin. Right? Who was that talking about blueberry muffins? Gonzin! Where was that one? Oh, gosh. That's an extreme wannabe 303 sound right there. Not really, though. It's kind of just more of a... It sounds like a roll-in filter. This one's called Silver Sweep. It's doing a weird thing. So there's another button on this synth called Patterns. Let's try that. Yeah, they're calling it Patterns, but it's really just arpeggios. And we're clipping like crazy. I'm sorry about that. Ooh. That's kind of nice. Analog Style 05. Going for a drone. Let's find a good drone. It looks like it has 113 programs. Oh, and then it goes right into drum. This is called an 808 BD. Very nice. 909 BD. It doesn't change on the pitch at all. Okay, comp. So there's a bunch of sections. So that was comp, and there's 113 on comp, and then now we're in drum, and there's 118 on drum. Now here's SFX. We want SFX. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Straight away. We're trying to terraform all the planets here with love. I recorded that, you guys. Let's hear how that one sounds. Sounds crunchy. It's quite a bad splice on that one. I can't do anything about it, but that's a real cruncher. I think so. Okay, let's set up on track 2. Didn't help us much with our BPM situation, but right. Let's see. These are SFX. We got 50 sound effects here. This one's called Asteroid. This one's called Bombs Away. I'm waiting for it to go. And then right back to where it came from. No, oh gosh. This one's called Bromide. Oh no. Ooh, I kind of like that. That's called Da Ring. I'm going to try to catch that LFO on the way up. Ooh, that sounds nice though. That should do it. Okay, let's hear how that one turned out. Ooh, yeah, that's good. And these work well together too. I'm happy with that. Still not sure if that helps me figure out what the BPM is so we can put a beat onto that, but it might be somewhat safe to just go with the 132 if it's still on 132. I'm watching the tap tempo do its thing there. Maybe I'll flip it back around. It's like the only time you guys have seen a synth going sideways. I'm twisting these wires. That doesn't feel so good. Okay. Here it is. Okay, so tap tempo, we got it. Maybe we'll count this out here. It's pretty close. I think let's set it up for track 2 and we'll try to put one of those nice drum beats onto it. Track 2. Okay, we got to get back into the drum mode. So that is, I guess, program, and there was patterns or it's rhythms, but then it says, yeah, rhythm, I guess. Whatever. That's that sweet one that always happens straight out the gate. Let's go random. Nothing? That's weird. I flipped the synth and now all the drum sounds are on the low end here. It's not giving me anything on these high notes. Well, what do you want to see? The tap tempo? Yeah. Got some kind of 808 vibe. These are all variations of the same beat. Electro 2, Electro 2A. Oh gosh. That might be cool. Yeah, I like that. Maybe we'll try to sync that up and see if it works here. I think we'll do it. I don't know. I'm trying to... I feel like it's not exactly perfect, but sometimes that's nice when there's like a little bit of a shuffly skip step in there. Just gotta... Yeah, okay. I'm gonna hit it on that downbeat, I think. I think that was it. It's fun doing the drums on tape loop. It's just easy to mess up. Maybe I've got enough skills to make that happen. Sounds good to me. We got Philip in the chat. My bad, it's Dip. Why do they call that Philip? Your nickname is Philip now, sir. No, welcome to the chat. Saying that the Porta Studio is fun. It's so much fun. I love it. It's my favorite machine right after the TB303. Anyways, welcome, my friend. We got Richard Crook in the chat. Great stream. Thank you. Stream of consciousness. Ooh, yeah. All right, we're making this tape loop here. It's kind of... This one sounds very dystopian, I think. It's not a... Dip! That sounds good. I like that. Thanks for the subscribe, Dip. Looking forward to seeing you around. Okay. Let's head on over to track 1 of the Tascam. Let's get the... I want to do some more drum stuff. Now we know we got the right BPM happening. We can do it. Yeah, none of these keys play the drum rhythm, but it's down here. Oh, let's get our level corrected. Flip it into mic line mode, give us some level. Put it on track 1. Ooh. I like. Might be a bit loud. Let's turn it down a little. That's cool. I wonder... Yeah, let's maybe just go for it. What do you think of that? Let's try it. Try it out. Oh no, I was way off on that. We're gonna have to probably redo that. Oh, I screwed it up. I was getting a little bit rambunctious there. Let's hear what we did. I'm gonna have to pull the tape and pull the tape. Yeah, that's a... Ooh, the crunch though. That's gonna be nice when we get it right. I don't know what I did. I feel like I hit the record button without it playing, so it wasn't even synced up. Don't do it that way. Okay, let's pull the tape and pull the tape. Get the tape loop out of there, and we got some scotch tape right here. Put it over to the side. Pop the tape. It's Tape Tuesday. We say tape it 2,000 times on a Tuesday. Let's set it up back for mic line. Turn the level off. Boom, and give it a couple orbits. We are recording nothing on that track number 1. Trying to get it nice and clean. Okay. Let's pull the tape and put the tape. Yeah, I gotta get in there. All right, that should do it. It's always fun to see how good of a job it did when you delete a track. Yeah, the reason why we got to do that is because I cover up the erase head with some scotch tape, and then that allows us to do sound on sound. So when the tape loop comes over onto itself, you can just keep recording sound, and it just gets more and more analog and crunchy the more sound on sound you do. Sometimes it kind of just like deletes the sound, so that's why we're clearing it. Let's have a listen really quick just to see how good that turned out. Yeah, there's a nice splice. We don't mind the splice that much, but... Okay. Let's get it ready then for recording. On track 1, okay, we got our beat on the Alesis Micron. Just syncing it up, and then I'll probably hit record as soon as it sounds good to me. Something's running a little bit faster, I think. All right, I did that. I made that one happen. Hopefully that turns out good. I don't know. Maybe you only get 1 beat per tape loop. Ooh. Splice. Oh man, it got cut off a little bit. It's a freaky one, that's for sure. It's a bit much. I don't know. It's kind of more of a bass and a noise. It's like a... I don't know. I think I stopped recording a little early, so it sounds like it would sound if we didn't have the electromagnet taped off. I'm tempted to redo that one, you guys. Let's just do it. But I also want to check to make sure I even had this on the right place. Seems good to me, but let's pull it and let's try that again. Okay, set it up for record on track 1, level down, and give it a couple of orbits. That is a real Crunchmaster track on track 4 there. I don't know how many orbits it needs. It probably only needs 1, but I'm not sure what the best practice is as far as is this concerned, but definitely have a splice. It's really hard to get away from the splice. Liminal in the chat a couple weeks ago told me to get the splicing block, and I did do, and it's a bit of a learning curve using the splicing block. I feel like it was, but when you do the cassette tape splice, normally it's just like as perpendicular as you can, and then you tape it together. But with the splicing block, it gives you a nice angled cut on the tape. And then that kind of eases the transition of the splice across the tape head, if that makes sense. Okay, let's see if we can, I don't know if we should do that beat again, or we have a beat, so maybe we need something else, but that's rhythmic. I don't know. Let's set this back into recording mode here. It seemed like it was a nice match, but I don't know, when we played it all together, it didn't really suit my fancy too good. We need to turn the bass down on that track. That's another thing. I don't know if turning the bass up before you record a track records that boosted bass or not. There's still a bunch of mystery with this mystery machine. Who was it in the chat saying, Master Tiger, saying, you make it look easy. Do I? Just go back to episodes 1 and 2. I was definitely fumbling around. We're getting better, though. We're getting better. Yeah. Okay. Woo! What are we going to do? I do like this, though. This beat from the Micron here. I feel like it's competing a bit. I don't know. That's a lot to compete with as well. Also, remember that this on the tape loop, it's a 6-step beat. So whereas this drum loop here has the on the downbeat twice, it's going to get cut off. So that might be what's making it sound a little bit strange. We can just go for a straight 4 on the floor. Just scanning through some of these presets here. Now that might also be a bit of a problem with the strange count. Something like that would probably be better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Maybe I won't hold it down. I'm just gonna do. Okay. Oh man, I kind of messed up, but sometimes you make happy accidents and sometimes they're just accidents. Let's hear how that one sounds. Ooh, a little bit of extra crunch going on there. Ooh, yeah, I like the bass on that for sure. Shake your walls. We got Master Tiger saying, I was there for episode 2. Do you remember? It's freaky for me to go back and watch old episodes. I don't do it very often. But when I do, I think, wow, we've come a long way. So give me a like and subscribe for how far we've come. Oh. Let's crunch it out with some of this analog freakiness. Yeah. Welcome back, Loose. We got Loose in the chat. We got all the usuals in the chat. I sure appreciate all you guys. How does it sound, Loose? Loose. Oh, yeah. That's a fun one. I like this tape loop quite a lot. Hey, for those of you just joining, though, maybe we should play you our planetary terraformation tape loop that we made a little bit earlier. How many loops have we made today? But first, let's drop the pitch. You want to hear that as low as it can go on Walkman mode? Oh! Where are those robotic freaky teddies? Where's Teddy? Come on! I'm gonna make a robot out of you. That's amazing. I love that tape loop. That snare is fantastic. Oh, yeah. Quack. Oh. Is it doing a snare on both of these? Let's find out. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's got a double snare. Snappy. Oh man, that's gonna go on my cassette tape loop sample bank for sure. Maybe I should record that. That's just a bit too good. Yeah. I told you we were gonna conjure up some magic today. Oh, that's interesting. We didn't put the electromagnet tape back on, so we had a bit of a gap there. Let's put that back on real quick so we don't forget again, my friends. Okay, what is I'm gonna play you that terraformation tape. Oh, we have another tape too that we just finished. I'll play you that first one first. This was Master Tiger named it LV-426. That's the planet from Alien. I guess it was a mining operation, so we might have to change it. They weren't terraforming the planet; they were mining it, and that's why the aliens got mad. This would sound amazing on top of the last tape loop we just made. Yeah. We got Richard Crook in the chat saying 2001 Space Teddy. He's saying Space Teddy. But I'm like Space Teddy. Too many words rambling around my brain. Okay, that's the first tape leap. No, it's... Well, we did a bit of a... We started on this one, and then we went on to that one to make something that didn't end up being the thing we were trying to make, and then we... Here's another space age freaky time loop. With the crunch. That was, what was it, Angry Seagulls? Whoa. Let's make another one. Yeah. Just for those of you who have joined us a little bit late, I had to show you what we've been up to today. It's been a good day. I like this. What do you guys think of this? You know, we were used to making the tape loops before recording them, and we've tried out just firing straight into recording them. I kind of like it. I think if y'all want to know how to make a tape loop, you can check up on previous episodes. But until we decide to get a lot faster with the splicing block, and by we, I mean me, I'm just going to make those tape loops beforehand. But these are our backup tape loops that we've had for quite a while. So we got 2 left. I don't know. Should we go for it and record 2 more freaky loops today? Let's record at least 1 more. Let's listen for the splice. You know the drill. That's a healthy splice. It makes me want to record over it if I can. I wonder if I could just record over the splice. It doesn't... Oh, yeah. The reason why I take the tape off the electromagnet is so that I can record over the entirety of something that we kind of botched, like a bad take. But if I can... Let's see. Let's try this out. I'm going to just record over the splice here. Right there. Oh, I got to arm all these tracks. That would help. And now I'm not going to know where it is, though. That'll be strange. Maybe we can keep one. I'll flip it into record mode right before we get it. Okay, so boom, flip it into record mode and record. I think it was recording. Oh, I hope I didn't break something. That didn't sound very good. Not sure why it's... Oh, it's because it's in tape mode, so it recorded the tape to the tape. Oh, man. Let's shut all these down. Okay, now we got to listen for the splice, right? Okay, I got to switch both of these back. I know this is kind of boring, but we're doing it for science. Okay, where's that splice? Boom, right there. Okay, do it. I think we got it. I don't know. Hopefully we didn't make it worse. But it was a very healthy splice there. It was like, boom. Wanted it to be a bit more quiet than that. Let's see how it sounds. It's probably going to sound like pew, 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 pew. It's a slightly better. A little bit better. We'll take it. Okay. Let's figure out what's going on this Alesis. Let's get our track 1. Let's get track 1 ready. Give it some level. Pop it in the mic line mode and track 1. Oh. We'll aim for putting a beat on this one too. This will be really cool. I need these futuristic soundscape loops. You know, all the hover cars playing their future music. We're making that future music. Okay, let's get over here. Go back into programs and... Oh, you got to call on the request line. Who's calling? It's Kiara. She missed a call. We might have to just do that. It's doing that strange thing where it sounds like there's a bit of an LFO on this one that is running the pitch. Or it's just random. Yikes. Now that sounds like a hover car. Ooh, let's set our... Oh man, did my streaming mixer go on the fritz? No, it didn't. It has done before. It's... We won't even get into that. Oh, the things that go on the fritz. Okay, I'm putting the pitch control way high up because we like that lo-fi power. So when you record it at a high speed, then you can crunch it out on lo-fi town. So this, I want to get it. I think I want to do it like a nice Doppler effect. That always goes nice, doesn't it? I'm gonna reset the EQ here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to catch it on a high note that's going down on a low note. That should be interesting. Let's hear how it sounds. Flip it back into tape mode and safe mode. Drop the level down. I don't know, man. I think my Porta Studio, I think my Tascam Porta Studio has found a new best friend in the Alesis Micron. That sounds good. So we got to bustle in chat today. I try to catch up on the chat as much as I can, but we got Gonzin and Kiara and Master Tiger all talking about how I was making the tape loops on the previous episodes. And like I said a little bit earlier, we've stopped making them just for the last episode and this episode. But Gonzin's saying, cool with making up the tapes beforehand, but thought it was a fun part of the ritual. It is a ritual. That's the thing about making tape loops. It's a ritual. I just hope it's not too boring for new people. You know, we're trying to get to 500 subscribers here. As soon as I hit 500 subscribers, I'm going to get a notification from YouTube, and then I'm going live. I'm just going to live stream immediately when it happens. And you know what we're live streaming? It's going to be tape week. It's just going to be all tapes every day for an entire week. And then Master Tiger will be begging for tape year. And then Master Tiger version 2 is going to be saying tape life. But, you know, we're already living tape life. Just not on live stream. Okay, so let's get back into this. We'll bring back the tape loop. I got to make some more. I only have one. This is our last backup tape loop. And I think I'm getting faster. And maybe it's something with the lighting. If I can get the mood a little bit better, because the VHS overhead lighting is a bit harsh. We got Gonzin in the chat saying, Micron rocks. I like it. I'm glad I got it. I thought it had a problem, but maybe I was using the wrong power cord for it or something. I don't know. I love it when machines heal themselves. Maybe they just do that around me. I've had that happen a few times. Shout out to Vintage Gear Freak. I don't think that they're in the chat, but did a switch repair on their 303 and had some issues. So let's all say a little prayer to the gods of analog synth freakiness that Vintage Gear Freak can get their 303 off the fritz. All right, let's get back onto this Porta Studio. I do love it when it does the wiggle warble right when you press play. Maybe we should do that a couple times just for fun. That's a cool sound. I like that. It's different every time, of course. I know Kiara loves that stuff. Now I think if you we got to try this now. So I'm gonna play a note on the Micron synthesizer, and then I'm just gonna hit record, and it should record that kind of warble in. A lot of that's one of the things I say so much. A lot of the times. Yeah, Kiara won't make fun of me for that. She always notices the things I say too much, and then they turn into like community quirk memes around here. All right, so let's get back to business. What I was trying to do is I want to record that kind of warble, and then you can tweak the pitch control in the middle of it, but it's not the same as starting from zero. I think that's why that sounds so cool, because it's starting from zero. It's freaky, that's for sure. And then based on the tape loop, there's like different amounts of slack, and so it kind of pulls on one part and it does. Oh, I just love it. That's why we're out here messing around with cassette tapes. Okay, let's get track 2 set up, and perhaps we can just do what should I call that? A dead start record? I just wonder if it activates immediately or if it has to be, I don't know. We'll try it out. That's what we're shooting for, though. We're shooting for a dead start warble. That's what we'll call it. Okay, so let's find a patch really quick. Let's get our level going. I like that patch quite a bit. Let's find something different, though. These are all freaky. Oh, are we on the sound effects? Yeah, that's why. That one already has built-in warble. That's nice. Well, we can try it on that, I guess. All right. So I hit record on that. I try to tell you, but sometimes I just have to do it, and just bringing you guys along for the ride. Let's hope that the warble, that the dead start warble happened on that. I'm not sure. It didn't, so that's kind of a bummer. So when I make a sample bank of all my weird, freaky cassette tape loops, I will be adding a lot of those kind of dead start warbles. I'll give you a couple of those just because we wanted it so badly. Yeah, it's like it's like a freaky cat. Where's Master? Meowster. I love that. I'm gonna have to record a lot of samples for you. Yeah, if you're looking for some freaky samples, you can get them on my website, electricarchaic.com. Okay, selfless promotion is... We've covered it. Getting on to track 3 here. Get into mic line mode and track 3. Should we keep going with sound effects, or do you think we have enough to make a beat? Maybe we'll just do one of those where it has one fat 808 hit, and then the loop itself is the beat. I like that. If we speed it up again, maybe there's just not enough there for my brain to conjure up a BPM from that. It's a literal wisp. There's nothing solid there at all. Shout out to all my air signs in the chat. Okay. We're starting to assume that the tape loop was running at 132 BPM, and yeah, maybe that'll work. I'm gonna do it, you guys. I'm going for it. I did it. Oh, I just love beats on tape. Oh, please be a good one. I think it worked. I think it worked perfectly, actually. Perfectly, actually. Oh, yeah. Yeah, shout out to the Micron. Hey, you're our new best friend. Yeah, I gotta love it. Well, what should we do next? That is one freaky thing on track 1 there. Maybe we can go for more of a melodic something or other on this last track. Setting up track 4. Let's get into mic line mode. Arm it. All right. I don't know. Let's fish around here on the microphone and see what we can find. Wow, that really... Okay. Yeah, it's a cool thing. Electro 9B. That one's pretty good. I kind of want to... Let's go over here. Not sure what's controlling the pitches on that arpeggio, but... maybe we should go for some real ravey stuff. I'm ready to record. You'll know after the fact. I'm joking. Maybe we should go a little lower. I don't know. Oh. Here we go. Oh, I hope that turned out good. I'm really hoping that turned out good. Let's hear it. Oh man, this is the... I can't hear it fast enough. Let's hear it by itself. Oh, Crunchmaster. We lost some of it, but maybe it's going to work okay though. That's a lot of bass happening. Hey, I'll take it. That's the spot. We got Dip in the chat saying, that's the spot. That is some serious future music right there. I like that a lot. Hefty, hefty, hefty. Whoa. Let's drop it down. For the extra crunch on the side. Ooh. That's a bit, it's a bit too low. Who said it was too low? That's so weird. I wasn't hearing that one part of it earlier, and now it came back online. Dude, these tapes are so freaky. Oh, I love it. That is hefty. We got one more tape. Let's finish it out. That'll be 5, right? That'd be 5 tape loops on one. That's why we're not making them anymore, you guys. Because we can make, you know what I mean? Like, building the tape loop, we'll just make the loops. Record. I don't know. There's so many processes. There's so many things. This is the last one. So let's see. It doesn't have anything very, very special. It says tape 5, side 1. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I'm going to wheel this, wheel it up with the pitch control. I mean, it's not really a wheel, is it? It's more of a potentiometer it up. Let's go back over to track 1. Let's start it in order here. Let's play it though. We got to listen for our splice. You gotta love the splice. Okay. It's pretty good. It's great. All right, so over to the Micron. We've got to fish around. Yeah, we got a tape loop. I'm enjoying the idea that you just a tape loop on Walkman mode because my Tascam is modified to play at Walkman speed, and that's what we've been doing all day. Makes it allows it to go slower than the normal Porta Studio. For those of you just joining us, what was I saying? Oh man, so many trains in my brain, my friend. I was talking about it would be great if we could just assume that this machine on the highest pitch, but in Walkman mode, which is unique to my Tascam, is 32 BPM. And that's the assumption. And it's been working, so it's great. But also, the Alesis, I can't verify that is on an exact 32 BPM. So I don't know. I tapped the tempo on my phone. It said 132. And then I tapped the tempo into this. And it works. Let's find something else. Oh man, I gotta get some of these samples out of here. Not that one though. That's nice. Looking for something. That must have a really long attack on it because I'm not hearing anything for that. What are we in? Oh yeah. Welcome to 2005. Sounds like something I did in Reason a long time ago. I don't know. Should we just go for it? Yeah, that's kind of cheesy. I like it when it goes. That might be kind of fun. I kind of like that. But let's see what happens when I tweak these filter faders down here on the other end of the synth. That might be cool if we can make it happen. I don't know. It's assuming that it's going to run on the right BPM like that. Maybe we should just try it out. The pitch is bending. It's very strange. I'm wondering, it's again, so it's an analog modeling digital synthesizer, but it sounds like the pitch is drifting, and I don't know why it would do that if it's digital. I'm looking for the splice here on the Tascam. Maybe I should hit it on the downbeat. Okay, we got a splice. A little bit before. And it will do a 6 count though. That's the thing about the 132 BPM. I don't know. It's not really lining up for me. It never does it? Let's just do it. I don't know. Let's oversaturate the tape and crunch it out. Let's hear how that sounds. You know, you gotta just fire in sometimes. That's what my good friend Bill Alexander would always say. Shout out to Bill Alexander. Yeah, it does it. Kind of catches itself. So if it's 132, but it's only giving you 6 beats, what would the math be that we would need in order to get it to be a proper 4 beat? I don't know. It sounds good. I like it. Let's do another track with a different note on it. Set up for track 2 here. Level, mic line, arm it. We've got this one on safe mode. Okay. That one's a bit strange, but I'm not sure why it's so low. This track 2, I think there's something a bit silly with the preamp. It's always coming in a bit soft on the level. It's making me sad. Okay, let's hear how that one turned out. Track 2. It's good enough. Okay, so check this out. So we can play these two now. They're not exactly in sync, are they? Kind of a little bit garbly. It's not too bad. I don't know. Kind of feeling like we should just record over that. How about we don't pull the tape? Or it's a pull the tape, right? You pull the cassette tape and then you pull the scotch tape. Let's try this out. I'm all for experimenting here. Let's arm the track and give it an orbit. So we're deleting track 2, but wait, it's a sound on sound, so it's not deleting it. That's why we pull the scotch tape. There's a lot of things to keep track of. Let's hear if it. I'm sure it didn't do anything. It recorded silence on top of sound, so it was sound on sound, but it was really silence on sound. You saw it here first. Let's hear it now. I don't know if it made it a bit more muffled or if that track 2 is just kind of low to begin with. Oh, let's pull the scotch tape. Oh man, there's reasons why we do this in the first place. We'll set the track up and delete it. Let's give it a couple orbits. There we go. I'll look for the splice once and I'll look for the splice twice. Okay, I gotta get back in there. I usually push play because when you push play, it activates the tape heads. Makes it a little bit easier for me to cover up that electromagnet. I probably need a good degaussing on this machine too. I've done a lot of things in there. Demagnetize. Okay, let's hear that track now. It should be nice and clean again, except for the splice. Okay. Okay, we're set up for track 2. Let's give it a level. Let's just fire right in. Maybe I'll get rid of this arpeggio situation. Go back to program mode on the Micron. Right there. Oh, this is SFX. Yeah, so let's see what's past SFX here. This says all. It's a weird one. So there's these filter faders down here, and if I do like a, that might sound good on here. Let's see. Is it tuned up? Yeah, I think I'll go for that. All right, let's hear it. Let's check it out. Well, that's working for me. I like it. All right, so what can we do to spice this one up a little bit more? Let's get track 3 set up and ready to go. We got Crook in the chat talking about space dolphins. You were here for our tape loop dolphins, right, Crook? I think. Then you're saying the silent wails of lunar sea, or the silent cries of madness. Yeah, there's a mad scientist over here. I'm not sure what you're talking about with the is that what you think this sounds like, or is that what we should be making? Maybe it's both. I don't know. That doesn't really sound like whales to me. If that was a sea creature, a lunar sea creature, it would probably be one of those swimming starfish. Yoshi. That's a nice one. That's going to sound really good slow, pitched down. I think it's time for a drum beat. Now that we think we're so good at it. Let's do it. Okay. I got track 3 ready to go. Yeah, we're ready. Are you ready to go? Yep, you're ready. I'm ready to go. Let's hop back into the rhythm section. A lot of these patterns are starting to sound kind of similar, so we don't wear it out. That'd be good. But we can. I like the bass on that. Can you hear that? Sounds like it's running a bit fast though. I think depending on the tape, you know, if the tape is cut just a little bit shorter, that will affect your BPM and won't sync up quite right. That's 5A, Electro 5A. There was Electro 9B that was totally different. I like that chicka-cha. Yeah, 5A, Electro 5A. We're going with the stock presets on an old synth. It counts because it's an old, slightly more obscure synth, right? I could get in there and reprogram those drum beats, but no one likes menu diving, right? That's why we like knob function synthesizers and drum machines. Okay. See, the drum, it's a bit faster than the tape loop. Okay. No, I gotta hit it late if it's faster. Okay. Ready? Ready? All right, let's see how that turned out. Oh, yeah, what am I doing? That one goes to tape and safe. It is a little bit speedy. It's kind of fun though. How it's like, hey, slow down there. Slow down, Jim. We got Master Tiger still here. Thanks, Master. Yeah, the drum beat it's a bit fast. I'm not sure if do we need to fix it? I'm tired of fixing the tapes. Let's hear the beat just by itself. It's pretty good. It doesn't have too much of a gap on it or anything like that. It's got that little thing part. It's skipping ahead a little bit. That's cool. I like it. Let's get ready for track 4. Oh, track 4. All right. Mic line, arm it, give it some level. We're running out of things. We can't possibly run out of things on the Micron in 2 hours, right? That'd be kind of crazy. Let's hop back over here into... I just do a quick scroll. It's not doing the pitches, I don't think, but I can't tell if that's... It is doing something with the pitch. Maybe that's the way. Do a little bit of... Maybe that'll help our drum loop sound a bit more tight. I don't know. I kind of feel like we should put a chord on there. We haven't done any chords today. A nice... You know what I mean? Okay, let's get out of this drum section and get back to the comp section. That's it. Just don't know if I can land the chord change there. One, two. If I can look for the splice, I'll know. Barely. I might be able to barely do that chord change. Let's try it. All right. Oh man, the filter died out on us in mid-record. That's not too cool. Oh well. A synth kind of has a mind of its own. It's doing a lot of LFO things, and there's a lot of different voices, and it's nice. Now that, I don't know. I feel like we are gonna have to redo that. It's just not, it's jumping the gun. Let's do it. Don't be afraid to just do what needs to be done. Get her done. I'm about ready to lose this. This is this has done the rounds today. It's because I got it upside down on the round. Okay. Thanks to everyone hanging out here today, bearing with me on all these redos. Do another take. Okay, we're armed and ready. Tracks silent. Let's give it an orbit or two. Okay. I gotta get back in there. You know. One more time. It's part of the ritual. We'll make a tape loop next week because we've you know, I've been known to not do my homework the night before. So me promising you guys that I'll make the tape loops the night before. Who knows if that'll happen? Yeah, maybe we'll come back to it next week. I'll show you how to make a cassette tape loop. Give me a like and subscribe. Don't miss it. We're going places. Even if it's just like this. The sound man. I got a story for you guys, actually. And I remember this very well, but when I was in kindergarten, what was it, like 1990? There's two stories that are pretty funny from when I was in kindergarten, but the one I'll tell you today is they had to... They had to put me in the corner of the classroom because I wasn't really paying attention. Come on, it was kindergarten, right? Like, you take a wild animal, freaky music making kid I mean, I was trying to make music, but so they had to put me in the corner of the classroom pretty early on because all I was doing was just like bloop, blop, deep, top, just sounds, dinosaurs. I made up so many sounds. So this is what they mean when they say follow your passion. What was it that you were in love with doing when you were 5 years old? Maybe that has a key for ya. Okay, so what did we do? Yeah, that's a fun story. The sound man. I think, what was that? My mom called me the sound man. A lot of people called me the sound man, but now I'm just your computer man, even though I don't know if this has a computer in it. This is accounting. This is my accounting here. 1, 2, 3. I'm losing it, you guys. And I got no good reason to. It's not even hot. We've had a nice cold front here, and that's welcome. It's always welcome. Okay, so we got the track cleared. Okay, let's make some sounds. Okay. So we had it ready. We just had to fix it. We've already heard it. So it's this right here, right? Yeah. I wanted the double, but I don't think I can land it with the timing. That's what I want, but we're not going to get that. We're just going to probably get that. And I want to make sure I get it with the filter opened up, so. And we did our experiment on the dead start. It doesn't add a warble, which is a bummer, because it would be nice to have a little. And I'm wondering if the filter opens up every time. I gotta test that out really quick, actually. So it doesn't. So it's on a long boy LFO. I'm just gonna hit record, I think, on the way up. Here we go. All right. Let's hear what we got. Put it on solo for ya. Wow, that didn't. Not sure why that came so weak. That's very sad. Did I sound on sound it and then phase cancel it? It kind of sounds like that. Yeah, that's just nothing. I can't even hear it. What the heck? What the heck? That's super lame. I guess I just didn't have the level up loud enough. Let's force it into submission. Ugh. Sorry about the clips. Okay, I'm just clip farming over here, but it's not for Instagram. It's for your ears. Here we go. On the filter rise. There we go. Hopefully that did the trick. I've had varying degrees of success with the sound on sound, especially with low frequency sound on sound. Oh, it works. Yeah, that works good. I like it. I like it a lot. What do you think of that? I think that's a successful episode of Tape Tuesday, episode 12. I like that a lot. Maybe we should do a quick review of all of our tapes. We gotta listen to this on lo-fi though. I'll stop it. Let's go. Let's do it. It's a totally different tape. I swear. Same tape, different speed, totally different sound. Gets you more grooving. Freaky groovy. I'll play you let's play through the tapes we made today just for fun. I'm gonna cue up a song for you. We had a request from Dolphin Marlane for some Key Era tunes. Maybe I can pull out an old Key Era tune for you guys. Nice. That's the freaky part of that tape. All right. These are good. I have to label these up. I don't do that on the show, but I do that afterwards sometimes. Sometimes I do it every time. Wait, is that a blank tape loop? Don't tell me we have a blank tape loop. It's blank. But I don't hear a splice either. Wait, what's going on here? I swear I recorded everything already. Is that another one of those tape loops that has the splice on the wrong side? I can't see the splice. That's, what is going on there? I thought we did all of them. Yeah, we did. I don't know what was happening there. Don't forget about that one. We've gotten better, I think, at doing the beats. For the extra crunch on that one. I think so. All right, here's the next one. Let's cue it up, play it. A lot of crunchy future music today. Yeah, I don't know if that's an actual a genre or anything. Kind of feel like, well, no, future was that DJ Pierre? If I'm correct, DJ Pierre is credited as being the first guy to grab onto the 303 filter knob and make it go. And his group was called Future with a PH. Yeah, you know, for pH test strips, testing the acidity of your 303. Shout out to DJ Pierre. the legend, the 303 man. We got Gonzin in the chat asking, when's the next Ease Soundscape? I'm going to try to do it this week, you guys. You'll see it. I'll schedule it. But, not sure what time. I like to do these things at night to really capture the, when the bandwidth is all freed up, everyone around me is asleep. The whole city, the whole country is asleep. And I just run wild with the bandwidth. That's night capacitor power right there. This tape loop's a vibe. The thing about the Ease is that I'll schedule it and then I'll do it, or it'll just happen. But you can always watch back on it. That's kind of my whole intention with the Ease shows. I want to make them really long, actually, like sleepscapes, where you can kind of put it on and it's an ambient experience. But if I keep making tape loops with future music beats on them, I don't know how good you'll be able to sleep. You might just wake up and start dancing in your sleep. Whoa. I've had a lot of fun with you guys here today. Before we shut down this operation, let's go back to planet LV-426. Check in on their mining operation. Gonzin talking about 0 BPM loops. I got one for you. Here it is. Just kidding. Well, I don't know how you do 0. 0 is 0. It reminds me when I got another story for you. When I was at work a few years ago as a web developer, there was a problem on our server. And everyone is scrambling, freaking out all day. All of the web developers, PHP developers, JavaScript developers, the Flash developers. Anyways, everyone was just scrambling because the whole website was down at the company I worked for. And after about 6 hours of just complete and utter anxiety, stress, and panic, our boss walks out of his office and says, "Someone is dividing by 0." You can't do that. So that reminds me of your what you're saying here, Gonzin, about 0 BPM loops. You can't. You'll break the server. You'll shut it down. Oh no. Well. Yeah. Look for Ease, episode 2. I want to do that this week. No guarantees, but I think I have enough tape loops to maybe do it. I'm going to have to do some overlap, you know me, I lean heavily on the electrified rain. But, yeah, until then, I'm going to send you off with a song. This is an older one. This is by Kiera, myself, and JJ Huggins. This one's called Visions. Hope you enjoy it. You can find it on all streaming platforms under Danielle Huggins. Visions. Yeah.
Sky is marked with water and fire flies away tonight. Sun shines into rays of rainbow lines. Take a piece of paper and trace my way back through. Build a bridge and tell a path to you. Do With visions, visions of the likes of you and me coming to be. Listen as the voices of the sea are breaking free. Visions of the likes of me and you coming to view. Visions. In the field of color I sense your image weaving through. To the river where dreams are recognized as true. Out beyond the waves I wait for you. Every time I dive, I'll find it more inside. With visions, visions of the likes of you and me coming to be. Listen as the voices of the sea are breaking free. Visions of the likes of me and you coming to view. Visions.
Oh, yes. That song was Visions by Danielle Huggins. Well, hope y'all had a good time with me today on Tape Tuesday. Give me a like and subscribe. I told you, when we get 500 subscribers, it's Tape Week. Immediately. Someone was saying we got 137 to go. 137 people need these vibes. Come on, I'm radiating the vibes for the whole planet. Let's get some more people up in the chat room. We'll get there. We will get there. Yeah, feeling good after today. Look at that. 5 tape loops, my friends. That means that it's time. I'm going to schedule Ease, episode 2. Still got episode 1 out there. If you haven't heard it yet, check it out. Links in the description. Put it on repeat. Yeah, eventually I'll have a whole bunch of Ease episodes. That's Electric Archaic Soundscape Expeditions. Thank you for joining me on this expedition today. Ooh. Well, I love you all. And I love this planet. I love this planet so much. It's obvious. And I know that you love this planet too. Come on, love your mother. She's out there holding you up, feeding you, keeping you orbiting around that beautiful sun. Love your mother, love your father. Father Star, Mother Earth. Peace and love, everybody. Thank you, Master Tiger. Thank you, Richard Crook. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Gonzin. Thank you, Hen. Who are we missing? Thank you, Dip. Thank you, Kiera, of course. Thank you, Luce. Thank you, Infamous One. And everyone else in the chat. Just remember, you're the one. And together, we're the ones. And we can make it better today so that tomorrow can be, oh yeah, even better than today. Let's make it better today. Tape Tuesday, episode 12. We got Gonzin in the chat saying we might need some space cats soon. We're doing a little chat room after party here. I put on the electrified rain and chat with my friends again. We got Hen talking about LV 426. It's my favorite one for today, I think. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome for the stream, Hen. Have a good week, everyone. We'll see you next week for Monosynth Monday and Tape Tuesday. Yeah, that's right. Monosynth Monday is back. And that's all about the TB303. My favorite machine. Got to start the week off with your very, very favorite machine. And then you continue the week with your second favorite machine. Let's all give a big thank you to the Tascam 414.